The autumn wind whipped relentlessly over the rugged cliffs of the coast. Reginald, the loyal beagle, and the Duke of GentleDogsland, his noble owner. They had set out on this stormy day for a walk along the coast. Reginald, always curious and full of zest, was sniffing eagerly at the ground, while the Duke, lost in thought, gazed at the horizon. Suddenly, a desperate cry for help pierced the roaring surf of the waves. A shrill, panicked scream that seemed to come from a distance tore the Duke from his thoughts and made Reginald prick up his ears. With ears perked up and worried eyes, amidst the crashing waves not far from the cliffs, they spotted a figure struggling desperately for its life. It was a young lady, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier girl, whose body was tossed back and forth by the waves. Without hesitation, the Duke made a decision. He knew he had to act, or the bitch would fall victim to the raging waves. With a determined look at Reginald, he ordered him to stay on shore and then jumped into the icy water himself. The waves beat mercilessly against his body, and the current tried to pull him into the depths. But the Duke, driven by his unwavering courage and the will to save the woman, fought against the forces of nature with all his might. Meter by meter, he approached the bitch, who already seemed exhausted and unconscious. With a last burst of strength, he reached her and pulled her lifeless body from the clutches of the waves. With great difficulty, he managed to make it back to shore, where Reginald was already waiting anxiously for him. They pulled the bitch onto the beach, where they collapsed together, exhausted but unharmed. After a few minutes, the bitch regained consciousness. With red eyes and a grateful look, she thanked the Duke and Reginald for their heroic rescue. The Duke and Reginald, happy that they had been able to save the bitch's life, smiled warmly at her. On this stormy autumn day at the cliffs, they had not only saved a life, but also forged a deep friendship that was to last forever. From that day on, she was part of their family,